Hey guys, welcome to another recap of American Idol. This week they were in Vegas. They gave them 24 hours to learn and perform one of the Beatles' biggest hits. 61 contestants at this point at the beginning of the show. They're going to be breaking up into duos and trios, and at the end, 1/3 are going to be cut. Alright, so they're going to be performing at Cirque du Soleil's The Beatles Love Show in Vegas. They have vocal coaches to help them along, so it's still overwhelming though. Some of those vocal coaches are, how do you say, harsh. It's really tough love for them. A lot of these contestants, they're not professionals. They haven't worked with vocal coaches or anything like that before. They kind of have raw talent, so they're just not used to being performers. And some of them were saying that they never heard a Beatles song before. Excuse me, how could you not know the Beatles if you're a vocalist? The Beatles are probably the #1 most successful band, modern band ever. I mean, come on, they've had quite a legacy, and I realize some of these kids are like 15 years old, but come on, Beatles songs are everywhere, including like TV commercials and everything. Get with it, kids. Alright, so they also had to perform for the head muckety-muck, like, producers of the show, and that was a little overwhelming as well. Pretty much the general consensus was, y'all suck, so let's go see Beatles Love by Cirque du Soleil. That lightened up the mood a little bit. Alright, so let's get to the performances. Let's talk about some of the highlights. James Durbin, you gotta lose the fabric tail because it's like so not good. I don't know. And there's only one Adam Lambert, and unfortunately he won last year. So I'm not feeling the whole Adam Lambert 2.0 thing from him. Pia Toscana and Karen Rodriguez, they're high school friends. Unfortunately, I didn't think their performance was anything amazing. The judges liked them, but I don't know. I wasn't feeling it from them. Next group was Naima Adedapo, Jacob Lusk, Holly Reinhardt. They all brought something unique to their performance. Unfortunately, well, I liked them all except for maybe Jacob Lusk was a little bit too much. I'm not a big fan of the drawing it out, and it's just don't take it that far. But they all were good in their own ways, but I thought he was just a little bit overdone. Alright, some standouts that they showed away from their groups was Rachel Zavita and Lauren Turner. They were both really good. This was a really great duet. Tim Halpern and Julie Zarilia. They both played keyboards, and they sang a duet together to the Beatles song Something. It was really good. I really enjoyed that one. Jerome Bell, Lakeisha Lewis, and Tatanisa, that's quite a name, I love it, Wilson. They had a fun song. I saw her standing there, that one. It was fun. I loved Lakeisha Lewis in that song. Jerome Bell was good too. The judges were all like, it wasn't that great. I mean, it was fun and all, but aren't songs supposed to be fun sometimes too? Does everything have to be like a monumental performance? Alright, this was one of my favorite performances of this episode. Kendra Chantel and Paul McDonald. They sang Blackbird. They both had such interesting qualities to their voices. I would have bought this as a single as is. It was fantastic. One of my favorites of this episode. Alright, now let's talk about a crazy person. Ashley Sullivan. She got married at the same place that Britney Spears got married. Was it built to last? Oh, only time will tell. I suppose not. And she was paired up with Sophia Shirai. It wasn't good. Sorry. Melinda Ademi and Thea Magia. This was the group that the vocal coach was going ape nuts on. They sang Here Comes the Sun. The vocal coach was kind of right. I really didn't like this performance much. All right, Lauren Elena, Denise Jackson, and Scotty McCreery. They were told by the producers, hey, I think you guys should pick a new song because the one that you're working on is not working. So they sang Hello, Goodbye. I thought it was really fun, and it kind of worked. It was a little bit corny, but I think it was probably better than the original song that they were working on. Carson Higgins and Caleb Hawley, they pretty much went up in flames. Sorry, guys. Now, this was another one of my favorite performances of the episode. The small clip that they showed, Casey Abrams and Chris Medina. I love that. I mean, I probably wouldn't go out and buy the single, but it was really a nice change to see the two of them working together for a change. Really like that. All right, Aaron Sanders, Robbie Rosen, and Jordan Dorsey. These guys were smooth as silk. This was a really nice triple pairing. I don't know, a trio. Okay, they were really, really good. All right, so who got cut from, who notably got cut from the first round there? Molly DeWolf, you remember her? She was the intern. She went to Harvard. Carson Higgins and Caleb Hawley. I mean, the judges had no choice. They pretty much went up in flames. Denise Jackson, Ashley Sullivan, wasn't going to last. A little crazy there. And Melinda Ademi. The vocal coach was right. Sorry, Melinda. And I'm pretty sure that Thea McGee had probably just made it by the skin of her teeth, too, but she got to stay. All right, so they put all those remaining peeps on a bus and they sent them back to LA for the final judgment. There's one more performance, solo, and then it's that long walk that everybody dreads because they really love to drag it out, and this year was no different. So the first 3 girls in the top 24, well, that would probably mean 12 girls and 12 guys because they have to do it like that. Naima Adedapo, she is really growing on me. I'm really enjoying her performances. Haley Reinhart and Ashton Jones. I'm looking forward to seeing Ashton Jones because I didn't really notice her until the group round, and I like what she's bringing to the table. I must say I'm a fan. All right, for the boys, they've only shown 2 so far, and that was Clint Gamboa and Paul McDonald. Thank God Paul McDonald made it through because he's one of my new favorites. He's right up there with Casey Abrams of my favorites. All right, so who got cut? Holly Kavanaugh. You might remember her. She was the one who cried herself a second chance in the original audition. J-Lo actually said, sit down, girl, because they outvoted me. I wanted you to stay, and if you come back next year, you could probably win. Those are some strong words, J-Lo. You gonna back that up? Lakeisha Lewis, I'm really surprised because she was kind of Aretha-y. I'm surprised that they cut her because I enjoyed her performance. Alex Ryan, they hardly showed him at all. We hardly knew ye, Alex Ryan, so I can't really comment on him. Braden Brackensick, I'm surprised they cut him because I think in any other season they probably would have kept him, but like they said, the talent is pretty tight this year, so he was definitely a Jason Castro, Johnny Bravo-ish. The suit fits. We should put you in this season, but too much good talent. And surprisingly, the last one I'm going to talk about, Chris Medina did not make it, and J-Lo was freaking out. Now, J-Lo, you got to be tough to be a judge. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, There's going to be bad news too. So I'm kind of a little surprised that you broke down like that, but whatever. I mean, I'm really surprised that you guys didn't keep Chris Medina because you know what? It's not just about the talent. It's about the story too. And it's about the amount of heart that you've got. And I think he's got twice as much heart as pretty much anybody else. So I'm kind of surprised, guys, that you didn't keep Chris Medina. So tomorrow, another episode. You knew they weren't going to do it all in tonight's episode. They kept saying, oh, top 24 is going to be revealed. Guess what? By the end of tomorrow. So I guess we'll have to check back then to see who's going to fill in the remaining slots. Till then, much love.